As you guys know, I've seen my videos, I almost always discuss about having a great watch in your wardrobe. It's most definitely essential to have because it adds a layer of sophistication to your look. Watches are something that should be an addition to your outfit, not a distraction. I've been preaching this for years and years to everyone I know, and I feel like I have a decent watch collection right now to be able to show off to you guys. This is more on the budget side of things, for people who are looking for a great watch at a low price, or people who are starting to get into watch collecting. These watches, in my opinion, are some of the best watches to buy right now. And these are all under $500, so it's nothing too crazy. The way I think about watch collecting is by looking at what I usually wear, whether it's colors or style of clothing I wear. I try to have a watch for every single scenario I could possibly have, whether it's dressing casually or dressing more professionally. I'm going to start off with the most budget-friendly watch I have, the Casio Vintage A168WA-1 electroluminescence watch, which goes for about 20 bucks, and honestly, the price and the look of the watch don't match. The way this watch looks and feels, this watch should be at least $50 in my opinion. But hey, I'm not complaining about the price. Honestly, if you're looking for a simple casual everyday watch that you can wear with everything, this watch is probably one to look at. This watch has history behind it, and for me as well. My buddy and I sold our first video to a client, and in honor of that, we both got this watch to remember that. Next up here is my fossil Fenmore with a green dial and brown leather strap. This one is about 100 to 120 depending on where you get this. I got this for my 21st birthday because at the time I wanted a green dialed watch. And when I saw this online, I immediately bought it. The green isn't too light or isn't too dark, it's just right. And the band is nice, rich, dark brown leather. And this is probably one of the best leather bands I've ever felt. The quality on this watch is great and it's definitely worth the price. This watch comes in a whole lot of colors, so if you don't like dark green and want something that's more minimalistic, there are a ton of options from face colors to case colors and band types. Along with the Fenmore, I also got this maroon Evanston from Fossil for my 21st birthday. The reason I got this watch is because I saw a post with the maroon Omega Speedmaster, and I thought that was the coolest, most beautiful watch in the world at the time. So I had to get something similar to that for now. And I stumbled upon this watch, and this watch runs from 100 to 200 depending on where you get it. And this watch is definitely a watch you cannot wear every day because of its unique color. It's more of a statement piece rather than a complimentary piece. One thing I do wish is, I wish this was a little bit smaller, but otherwise I think this is a great watch to have in your collection as a beginner. This comes in a whole bunch of colors that are more everyday suited. I haven't seen one of these in a leather strap, so I guess it only comes in metal, but that's fine. These next few watches I'm going to show have an emotional attachment to them, so these are like my most precious watches I have. The first one up is this dark blue Quartz citizen watch. I tried to find the name of this, but I couldn't find it. This was a gift from my girlfriend and is most definitely the most worn watch on this list. If I were to have only one watch in this whole collection, this would be the watch I would have. It's such a beautiful and simple watch. I've worn this with a suit and casual clothes, and I'm confident enough to say that I have also slept in this watch. So this is literally the watch to get. The price of this is about $100 and the build is fantastic. The band doesn't feel cheap, like it's gonna fall apart. It's sturdy and the movement is made by citizens themselves. This is the watch to get if you're interested in one watch and relatively budget friendly with a great look and build quality. I will say that this is the only watch that gets attention from other people. People ask me what watch I have on, and the way that this blue catches the eyes at some angles is crazy. With that being said, the next one is my Omega Moonswatch Mission to Saturn. The story behind this watch is that me and my girlfriend went to New York earlier this year. It was our first trip together and I saw the Swatch store in the middle of Times Square. She knew I've been eyeing this Moonswatch for a long time, but I never pulled the trigger. So we go inside and lo and behold, there it is, the Moonswatches. I told her straight up, heads or tails, I'll buy this watch right now. Heads, I'll buy it, tails, I won't. We flipped a coin and it was heads, so I bought it. This is by far the most expensive watch I've bought to this day. At first when I wore it, I wasn't very happy with the purchase because the band really didn't suit my vibe and it was hideous, to be honest. So I was on the fence for weeks and weeks on whether I should return it or sell it until I got this brown rubber strap from Amazon and I decided to keep it. I kind of keep this watch for like special occasions or for places I'm not actively doing things because yeah, this watch is bioceramic and I'm not sure how durable this is with wear and tear. I keep it very safe from anything, and I'm a huge Omega fan, and every Omega watch I look at, I'm like, damn, that's so beautiful. I'm gonna get that one day. Or maybe be a brand ambassador for that, maybe. This last watch is a watch that represents a stepping stone in my acting career. This watch represents me getting my own agent and representation, making it seem like I'm doing something right in this world. I wanted a watch that was unique in its own way and it represents me as a whole person, and obviously be affordable as well. I bought and returned so many watches until I landed on this watch right here. My Seiko 5 Sports Automatic SRPE 57K1 with a Milanese band. This is my first automatic watch, and I was pretty hesitant at getting one at first because I knew I had a lot of watches and I'd probably not wear this every single day. But now that I have one, it's really not too bad because it has winding and hacking, which makes it easier for a beginner. This one's special. One of my favorite watches of all time is the Omega Seamaster 007, and I know I will get my hands on that watch one day. For $230, this watch mimics that style that the Seamaster has and makes it look really, really good on its own. This watch is a hybrid between a dive watch and a classic watch, with the dive face and the classic case, and the bezel makes it look absolutely gorgeous for this price. I didn't like the band it came with, and it felt pretty basic, so I got this high quality Milanese band and a NATO strap, ultimately making it the perfect budget-friendly James Bond watch out there. So yeah, this is my watch collection as of mid-2024, and I made this video because a lot of people ask me what watch they should get, and I always tell them to not rush the process because the right watch will come to you with patience. These are all great watches and will definitely get some attention out there, along with genuinely looking good on your wrist. I personally use all of these watches, and I'm just starting off my watch journey. I've put all of these watches I talked about in the description below for you guys to check out. I'm sure next year I'll have some beautiful new timepieces on my wrist. Until next time, I'll see you soon.